Episode 16, The Betrayer's Whisper. In every war, there's a battle of truth. But in this love story, the heart is both the battlefield and the ultimate prize. The video clip haunted Lillian. She stared at the screen over and over, hoping her eyes had deceived her. But no, there was Kennedy's father, alive and alert, 3 years before his reported death. And beside him, Kelvin, the forgotten twin, laughing, toasting, plotting. The question echoed in her chest. Was Kennedy a pawn too, or part of the game? For the first time in weeks, Lillian didn't return Kennedy's calls. She needed clarity. Space. She took refuge in her late father's old apartment in Iwo Road, a small place but sacred ground. Here, she found peace, and she found something else. A hidden envelope beneath the floorboard. Addressed to her, written in her father's hand, dated just a week before his death. If you're reading this, Lillian, then the worst has happened. Be careful who you trust. The Okaru family is dangerous, not just because of wealth, but because of what they're willing to sacrifice to protect it. Kennedy searched everywhere for Lillian, her house, her office, even her church. No sign, no word, no clue. He was unraveling. His empire was under siege. Kelvin was winning, and the woman he loved was disappearing. He finally visited her mother, begged for help, tears in his eyes. "I love her," he whispered, "but I don't know how to fix this." Lillian's mother simply placed her hand on his and said, "Then tell her the truth. Not the version you think she can handle, but the one you've been running from." At Okaru & Sons Ltd, someone leaked financial documents to the media, ones showing Kennedy had moved large sums of money to offshore accounts. It looked like tax fraud. Kennedy was summoned for questioning. His legal team scrambled. Only one person had access to both his financials and personal files. His closest friend, his best man-to-be, Daniel. Kennedy stormed into Daniel's office, eyes wild, voice trembling. "You sold me out?" Daniel leaned back in his chair. Calm, cold. "I warned you, Kenny. This family of yours, this legacy, it was built on blood. You thought you could rise above it, but the truth is, you're just like them." Kennedy's jaw clenched. "Why, Daniel? We were brothers." Daniel's smirk vanished. "Because Lillian was supposed to marry me." Silence. Then a shattering punch. Kennedy's fist connected with Daniel's jaw. "You're a coward," Kennedy spat, "and you'll never be half the man she needs." Daniel wiped the blood from his lip. "No, but Kelvin might be." Lillian returned to the city one evening to clear her mailbox. As she stepped out of her car, a sleek black SUV pulled up. Kelvin, he approached slowly, hands raised in peace. "I'm not here to fight," he said. "I just want 10 minutes. She hesitated, then nodded. Over tea at a quiet cafe, Kelvin laid out his side. "How would you feel if your entire life was stolen before birth? If the man you call hero abandoned his own blood?" She met his eyes. "You're angry. I get it. But don't pretend this is about justice. You want revenge." Kelvin leaned in. "No, Lillian. I want you." She blinked. "You don't belong in Kennedy's world. You were never just his shadow. You were light, and I saw it, even when he didn't." Her heart twisted. "You're not in love with me, Kelvin," she said softly. "You're in love with winning." And she walked out. Back at the estate, Kennedy paced before the fireplace, clutching his father's final journal, one Vanessa had hidden in her personal vault. The last entry read, "If Kennedy finds this, he must know. Kelvin was my backup plan. But in the end, I chose you, son. I was wrong for what I did. Make it right. Marry Lillian. Break the chain." Kennedy closed the book and picked up the phone. He called a press conference. In front of flashing cameras and a world eager for drama, Kennedy stood tall. "I won't fight for the Okaru Empire anymore. Not if it means hurting the people I love. My father made mistakes, deep ones. So did I. But I won't pass that curse to the next generation. He took a breath. And Lillian, if you're watching, know this. I choose you. Not the money, not the company, just you. In episode 17, Lillian makes a shocking return to Kennedy's doorstep. Kelvin reveals the final twist, an engagement ring meant for Lillian, long before Kennedy ever met her, and a tragic accident leaves one of the brothers fighting for his life.